Welcome everyone. I'm going to be giving you 6 tips on how you can create a wonderful business wardrobe. So number 1 is clean your wardrobe, clean your closet, clean all of the things that are in your closet and begin to think like a business owner. And every business owner needs some outfits that they can wear, that they can grab and go and wear to a business meeting, to some sort of a business function, or maybe everyday use. It depends on your situation, and if you work out of your home, you still need to dress up, especially if you're going to be meeting with clients either online or at your door. So it's important to have a wardrobe that you can choose from that is efficient for you to use. So it just depends on what your situation is, and if you work outside the home, it's even more important for you to have a really sharp, nice wardrobe. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be helping you with some different tips on what maybe not to buy and what to buy. If you have to replace some things or you have to upgrade and vamp your whole wardrobe. So number 1 is clean the clutter in your closet that you have now. Get rid of things that you don't no longer wear, and you can go ahead and you'll throw a lot of it away, or you can take things to a resale shop. So these are all options of what you can do. And then when you do this, you also, if you're a lady, you would also want to make sure that your shoes are closed-toe shoes that you can wear for business dress or whatever. Sandals are a little bit iffy. I know a lot of people live in hot climates. You can get by with it, but a closed-toe shoe is really more professional than an open-toe sandal. So you'll want to think about that. You'll also want to think about whatever kind of shoes you wear, that your purse kind of coordinates with it, either being the same color or being something that is suitable. Like if you have a black shoe, you can also carry, some sort of a silver or gold purse or white purse. You want to really try to match if you can, and choose some sort of a purse that is made out of leather or some type of an material or fabric that looks more business oriented, not just something that is maybe cloth bound, that doesn't look real professional, it doesn't look real business like. So think about these options. And then number 2, you can repurpose your garments. So a lot of people don't think about this, but even if you don't sew and you want to create some other products out of what you already have. So say for instance you have a dress that you really like the material, but it doesn't fit you like you want it to, or you just haven't worn it because it's maybe too much print or whatever the case may be, but you like the fabric. So a lot of times you can take some of the bottom portion of the skirt. If you can't do it, take it to a tailor or take it to someone that can do it for you. You could cut off the bottom of the skirt and you can make it into a scarf or something like that you can wear for an outerwear, or a smaller scarf where you can wear it with a nice blouse or sweater or something like that. So there's a lot of ways that you can repurpose some of your clothing to where you won't have to buy so much. So like if you have a dress but you don't like the top portion of it, but you like the print and or the fabric, and you like the bottom portion of it, then you could have someone or yourself turn it into just a skirt. So there's a lot of things that I repurpose in my wardrobe, especially things that I have bought maybe a while ago, and they're like prints, but the print is like too much for me. So I like to either use the top portion and cut it off and make a blouse out of it or a top out of it, or I'll take the bottom portion of it and make a skirt out of it where I can wear it with solids or something like that. So these are things that you can do to repurpose your dress. And a blazer, if you don't, like the blazer, or the sleeves don't fit real well, or old-fashioned sleeves or whatever, you can have someone take the sleeves off for you, finish the edges, and turn it into a vest. So this way you can repurpose that maybe and still have it as a suit, but it will be a vest where you just wear a blouse with the vest and the slacks or the skirt. So you can think about some of these things. And you can also, make a dress, into a skirt, like I said. You can do, so many different things. Even a blouse you can turn into, the bottom portion of it or whatever. You could turn that into, a nice neck scarf or something like that. Scarves are starting to come back again. So, and then number 3, you can start replacing your items a little bit at a time. So once you have your clutter all cleaned out, you can actually see some of the pieces that you're going to be using on a daily basis for business. And you want to think about, when you're cleaning your clutter, to think about not only your casual wear or your workout gear, you want to think about business dress. So really become familiar with some of the pieces that you have, if you can use them for business or not. And that usually means that they don't show too much skin, they don't show too much cleavage. You have to really think about, is the fit right for you? And it's really important, if you are going to buy dresses or, new clothing for your wardrobe, to actually go to a tailor or someone who can do some alterations for you and have your garments fit you properly. There's nothing so sorry and so that just looks so off when someone's wearing a suit and it just doesn't fit them. They bought it off the rack, but they never had the alterations done on it. I can tell the difference immediately. So if I can, a lot of other people probably can too. So you really want to have your clothing and your garments fit you well. So you want to think about these things, because you want to look your best. And you don't want to be wearing sloppy pants that are dragging on the floor and too long for your either hanging underneath your shoes or whatever, and you're slopping around. It just doesn't look professional. So you want to think about how you can improve your wardrobe and make it look the best you can and look professional. So then So replacing your items, we're still on that. So depending on your position is what you will be replacing your items accordingly. Because if you, like I said, are just working from home, you may only need to wear just some simple dresses or some, pants and a really nice blouse or a nice sweater. You may not need to wear a suit. Just depending on your traffic and how often you get clients or whatever the case may be, or how often you take appointments online and you're talking online to people. It depends on how you want to present yourself. And presenting yourself well, being dressed really well, can really help and improve your financial status. It can make you look more business-like, more business-oriented, and it can really help you in your business. So you also want to start collecting suits, blazers, and skirts and things. And you want to really stick to things that you can mix and match. So when you go out to the store and you start to purchase some of these items, you want to think about, is it a traditional style? Is it a style that I can mix and match with some things that I already have at home? So this is something to keep in mind. So if you've already, cleaned your clutter and you have a few pieces there, work off of those few pieces. So maybe you already have a black suit, okay? So that should be the number one and the first choice that you make, is to purchase a black suit. So if you have a black suit and you have a black dress already, so those are two pieces that you could work off of. So then you could start maybe getting some blouses or some thin sweater type things that you could wear underneath your blazer. So you want to also think about, is the fabric thin enough to where I can still wear my blazer, if this is what you need to do. So I know there's a lot of people that really need to dress up and they actually need to wear suits every single day. So it depends on what you need, what your needs are. So you can just kind of, go through this process of this video accordingly. But you want to think about, let's talk about suits first. So you want to think about when you start to purchase suits, you want to think about, will this suit go out of style next year? So you don't want to really purchase and spend your money on trendy things. You don't want to spend your money on collars that are trendy for this year, but then next year they'll be gone. So you want to think about buying a suit that is traditional with a really nice shaped collar that is that won't go out of style. So you want to think about that. You'll want to think about like the vent in the back of the suit. You'll want to think about, does it have double vents in the back, which is, they came back now, but they probably will go back out of style again. It's not the traditional where there's one vent in the back seam where it's open, so the flap. So you'll want to think about those because those double flaps come in and out of style with trends. So you'll want to think about, what is stylish and what will last you a lifetime. So when you purchase suits, you want them to be able to last you years. So you can mix and match. You can, if you have a black suit, then you can, wear the pants with other suit coats or whatever. But you want to stick to traditional styles. And you want to stick with things that will not just only be a trend, like I said. So these are really important. And also the same thing goes for, blouses and things like that. And you'll also need to kind of fine tune your wardrobe for your climate. What is your climate? Maybe you don't wear long sleeves where you live as a business. Maybe you only wear the shell and then you wear a jacket and then you're able to take the jacket off when you get in a business meeting. It just depends on what your situation is. There's just so many scenarios. I could never really cover every single one of them. So if you have questions about that, you can leave a comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions and give you my guidance. So then also, let's see here my notes. Number 4, a list of things that you will need to build a nice business wardrobe. So I'm going to give you a list of things that I wrote down that I think makes a really nice wardrobe excuse me, for 2020. So I feel that, if you have different things to choose from, if you're very busy, you need a flexibility. You need things that you can grab on a daily basis. And when I was working on a daily basis and running my shop outside the home, I had to dress up every single day. And I was always, like on the weekends, really trying to put my outfits together ahead of time. So when it came to the morning and I got my shower and got my kids ready for school, and I knew what I was putting on that day, and it was just, I could just choose it and just get out the door. That's very important so you're not running late. So here are a few things that I think can help you build a really nice wardrobe. And this is winter of 2020 that I'm talking about here. And we will also cover a little bit about the spring of 2020. So you will be able to tweak your wardrobe accordingly. And to make your choices accordingly. Because some of these things that I am mentioning here will be used and okay for spring of 2020. But I'm also going to give you some new colors that are for 2020 for spring. So these are the winter colors that I'm talking about right now. So you could start off with a red dress. And I'm speaking for women here mainly, but you can take these colors and use it accordingly for men. But of course, you won't be buying a red dress for men. But so there's some other colors for men, and we'll cover a little bit of that. But mainly, I'm talking to women here. So a red dress, so a black suit, a gray suit. And you can choose different colors, but the medium gray really never goes out of style. So when you start to choose suits, medium gray, if you buy a medium gray, you're going to be good for a long time. And also another thing, couple things about suits is, for women's suits also, they have like the double-breasted suits. Those go in and out of style and with the trends, so it's more, iffy. But if you want to stick to the traditional ones, you want the 2-button suit. So that's one thing to look for when you're purchasing suits. The light gray seems to go out of style off and on. But the medium gray really does stay in style, and the dark gray also too. So if you choose to go with a dark gray suit, that is, appropriate. But the medium gray right now and the light gray is really fashionable. So, and then you want to have a light gray, suit, and then a khaki suit would be great. A khaki skirt would be nice. A black skirt. You could even, if you have the black suit, maybe you could get a black skirt that has a little, some sort of a print or texture to it that you could kind of mix and match there. And then a nice red blouse. Red is really popular right now. It's going to be really popular when spring comes. All different shades of red is really great for this year. And then you can also, with your suits, if you can buy it in threes where you get the pant, you get the skirt, and you get the blazer, that's awesome. So you can mix and match that way. And then champagne color is really popular right now. So you could buy some, a champagne dress, and then you can mix and match it and wear your black blazer with it. This would be great. And then animal print blouse, so you can mix it and match it with your black skirt and your black suit coat, your blazer. That would be nice. And then a plain black dress, you can wear that to any evening function that you have for business. You can match it up with a with a blazer, if you'd like. And then an off-white blouse is really really popular right now. And then what's trendy right now is white with black polka dots. So if you can get a really thin, nice sweater that is white with black polka dot, the small polka dot, that would be really nice. Or a blouse that is white with the black polka dot, small polka dot, that is really trendy right now. So I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money on it because it'll probably go through spring and it'll be done. But it is something that makes you really kind of stand out right now. Polka dots are really, the small ones are really stylish right now. So, and that goes for men too. Men's shirts to wear with suits, if you can find a polka dot, that's really awesome. And then you can also go with, for ladies, you could also go with a nice, another dress. So you'd have another dress that you could wear where it's the white with the black polka dot, and then you could wear your black blazer with it. That would be cool. And then so you just want to think about these things. So you got khaki, black, grays, different shades of grays, and then your red, and then your black and white polka dot, your animal print is popular. So you want to think about these things. And you also want to think about when you're purchasing, like I said before, if you're in a colder climate where you can buy a sweater that is a thin sweater where you can still wear your blazer over it. So when you go to pick out, blouses or real thin sweaters or canvasoles or whatever the case may be, you want to maybe take your blazer along with you that you're going to try to match it up with, and to see how it looks with it, and to see if you can get your blazer over top of some of the different blouses and sweaters that you choose. This might help you. And then so then let's go on to a little bit of men. So men, you want to really think about khaki really never goes out of style for men, but it's worn more in the summertime, the warmer months, than it is in the winter. So for winter, you want to choose black, navy, and your darker grays is the most popular. And and then play off of the different types of shirts, the different color shirts, So, and reds are really popular right now, so you could go with a nice, some sort of a red tie, a design in the tie maybe, that goes with your suit. And, champagne is really popular right now, so, you're not going to buy a dress that's champagne colored, but you can buy a tie in some of these different colors that are really hip, and they're really kind of trendy and kind of fashionable right now. I don't think you'll find an animal print tie, but if you do and you can wear it with a black suit, you might look pretty cool. But that's just personal preference. But So you can think about some of these things. And, and for men, you always want to have your shoes kind of polished. You want to wear a shoe that is a hard sole shoe. It makes you look more professional, and there's more, people will accept you more as a business owner or a business leader or whatever, if you have more of a hard sole on your shoe. So you want to think about that. And so that's really it for men and women. And then for spring of 2020, we want to think about, the different colors here that you can wear all the way through the spring if they're in the right sort of fabrics. But also, so red is going to be popular throughout the year. Different shades of red, the really dark wine color reds and the burgundies and all the different shades of red are really going to be popular for spring of 2020. A lot of white, a lot of cream white, even in pantsuits and jumpsuits and all of these different things that you can wear. But off-white is going to be really, really popular. And it's also like solids, solid whites, solid reds, not a whole lot of print, but really solid colors, top and bottom, solids, lots of solids this spring. And also, they're bringing back brown. So we're going to have not only the red, the champagne to carry through, and the cream color is really going to be popular, but also they're bringing back brown. So you can start to think, if you're starting to purchase some wardrobe items that are going to be for your spring, you can start to mix some brown in there now. So they're going to kind of fade away a little bit of the gray for the spring, and they're really going to be focusing on a lot of brown. And it's a medium warm brown, so it's a warmer brown that's really going to be fashionable. Not the deep dark chocolate brown, but the brown in a nice warm color brown. I don't know if I have anything let me see here. If I have something in my color book for design. Let's see if we can find a nice warm brown. Let's see. So that's kind of awesome. Brown has been out of style for probably the last year or 2 years. But here's a nice brown that I'm talking about, kind of a nice warm brown. These are what's going to be popular. So you'll want to think about that. So I don't know where I got this from, but anyway. So you want to think about those colors in choosing, start choosing colors and think about colors for this next spring and summer. And then think about, if you're going to be purchasing for next spring and next summer, think about, am I going to be just wearing, just a shell under my suit jackets because it's going to be summer. So start thinking about, the types of fabrics you want to use. Now, washing your garments and things, there's a lot of women's things that you can wash out by hand or take to the dry cleaners or whatever you want to do there. So you want to think about that. And then if you purchase fabrics that are like 100% cotton, there's something that you're going to have to iron. So you'll want to think about that. If you're going to take your things to a dry cleaner, let them press it for you, or if you're going to do the work yourself, whatever. But you'll have to think about also the type of fabrics that you buy things in. And if you're just a ready-to-wear person, so you want things to be able to go through the washer and dryer, and you want to be able to put them on and just wear them, hang them up, while they're still warm, and then let the wrinkles fall out, and you can, wash and wear. Or you're going to be taking your things and having them washed, and then someone would be starching them and ironing them. So you'll want to think about the types of fabrics that you use and what fabrics are good for you and your climate. So I think that was, let's see, what else we have here. Yeah, so when you're purchasing things, number 6, when you're purchasing things, you want to think about how you can mix and match. So say that you already have, this black suit, so then you can get, the skirt that maybe goes with it that's black, and then, mix and match it. And if you already have a gray suit, you can mix and match the gray jackets with the opposite, color. And then if you buy something that is maybe a printed skirt, you can, try to buy something that you're able to wear. If you have a khaki blazer, you can wear it with an animal print skirt, or you can wear a black blazer with the animal print skirt. So start getting things that are, kind of uniform a little bit, where you can mix and match and play off of different, elements in your wardrobe. And then, and traditional things never go out of style, so you'll want to think about that. And what I mean, is like the different collars I was telling you about, the 2-button front of the jacket instead of the 4-button or the 3-button. Those fluctuate and go in and out of the style. So you want to stick to the more traditional ones. The same thing with a really lightweight sweater. Maybe you'll get a nice turtleneck to go with one of your blazers or something. You don't want to get a turtleneck that's like this oversized neck. You want to stick to traditional stuff that looks professional. This will get you much further in life because you won't have to keep buying, and you can play off of those things for a longer period of time. So and it makes your money stretch out longer, where you're not constantly buying trendy stuff to stay up on top of the game of style. You can buy a few trendy things. I love buying trendy different things, but I don't spend a lot of money on the trendy ones because they only last usually a summer or a winter, or if anything, maybe 1 year, and then you're done with it. So think about these things and how long they can last you. So I think that's all I have for today, but I want to thank you for watching my video. I would love if you would hit the subscribe button so you will get notified when new episodes drop down in my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. If you have any questions at all, my arms are wide open to help you in any way that I can. I love talking to people and to be able to help people along the way and to better their life. Especially their business life, and to be able to make them succeed faster and better. So that's really all that I have. If you would like, you can go and visit one of my websites for my webinar. You could go to KarenEitonFashionAdvising.com, and there you can find different ways, 4 tips to the products that sell well on Etsy. So I'm trying to also get people who would like to open online businesses and online marketplaces. So you could go there and visit that. You can find a little bit more about me, a little bit more about my service. And I just love to help you. So anyway, I am Karen Eiton. I am a business coach, and I love to help people to be more motivated, more productive, to be able to organize their spaces so their life can run a lot smoother, and to be able to open online marketplaces, even for old businesses. If you're not online, you should be, and I would be more than happy to help you be able to get online and to be more visible, because if you don't have the visibility you need to run your business and to be successful at your business, you really need to be online. Everything is kind of moving towards online right now, and you're going to really miss out if you're not getting your business online. And I'd love to help you with that. There's so many ways to market your business online and to be able to get traffic in your door, and I would love to help you with that. So anyway, thank you so much, and I would love to drop another video this week, and so keep looking for my videos, and I'd love to talk to you, so we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.